Hey guys, it's Kay, and in today's video I will be playing with shrink plastic to make keychains of Krunk, one of my favorite characters. I bought my shrink plastic on eBay, but I'm pretty sure that they will be available in most art supply stores. First I picked images of the character from Google and placed the shrink plastic on top of my iPad screen. You can also print out the characters to use as a template, but I couldn't be bothered, so I just traced them directly off my iPad. Also, it's best you secure the plastic on the surface you're tracing with tape to prevent any movement. I didn't exactly know what size the plastic would shrink to, so I just roughly drew them to be about the size of my hand. I did size a few to be quite small to see what they would shrink to. If you plan on trying at home, I advise you to experiment first with a sample before you try out your finals. Next, I used black color pencils to color the outline of the characters. I first tried to use Prismacolor pencils, but they seemed to get easily smudged because the pigment was so smooth. So I used watercolor pencils, which seemed to smudge less. I made sure the color was applied evenly on the plastic and applied quite a bit of force to do so. Now add the colors. I think if you are careful enough, it is possible to make the coloring neat, but for me, there were too many smudges. I didn't think the smudges would be noticeable because of the reduce in size of the plastic, but they were. For areas where I colored in white, I placed the plastic on a non-white surface so I could see where I was coloring. Next, I used scissors to cut around the character. I left approximately 5 to 7mm gap around the outline. If you guys want to make it a keychain, add a hole using a hole puncher. I added mine at the top. I repeated the step for all other designs. Honestly, it took ages to color them all in, but I felt proud and was excited to see how they would turn out in the oven. I placed them one by one with no overlap inside the mini oven I used for clay. Apparently you were supposed to preheat the oven, but I didn't know. Here is how they came out to be. The surface wasn't as neat as I wanted to be, but they still looked pretty cute. Maybe if you use markers, the coloring would be more neat than color pencils. Here is one that I tried with paint for fun. This one got ruined because I pulled on the edge before it cooled. And for this one, I spilled a drop of water on it, which dissolved the watercolor pencils. That turned out like so. I decided to coat the plastic with resin because when I touched the surface, the color would smudge. I'm not so good with resin, but I tried to apply a thin layer so that the resin wouldn't spill on the sides. Also, I avoided resin in the keychain hole. I let them dry for a full day. And here is the outcome. The colors seem to have changed to be more darker after I coated them with resin. Finally, I transformed them into keychains. If you make a variety of designs, you can mix and match to create the keychains. I added a heart to go with this pink Krunk. For this guy, I matched him with a Blackpink logo. So this is it for today's video. Although the colouring took ages, the shrinking part made it worthwhile. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe.